Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next game of our Tournament 14, which is a matchup between the 1990 San Diego Padres, who've surprisingly gotten off to a very good start, and they're 3-0 here in the tournament, and they're going to play against the 1921 Brooklyn Robins. Some may refer to them as the Dodgers, but during this time period in history, they were the Brooklyn Robins, who are 1-2 and fighting to stay alive in the tournament. As previously, I'm joined by my good friend Rob, who is going to co-announce, and he is here to read the lineup. So, Rob, who's playing today?
All right, so for the 90 Padres, the visitors, leading off and playing right field will be the Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. Batting second, playing third base is Wilbert Robinson. Batting third behind the plate, catcher Benito Santiago. Hitting fourth is the first baseman, Jack Clark. Batting fifth at second base, another Hall of Famer, Roberto Alomar. In center field, and hitting sixth is Joe Carter. Batting seventh, playing short, is Gary Templeton. Hitting eighth in left field is Sean Abner. And batting ninth and on the mound is the left-hander, Bruce Hurst. It's Hurst's first appearance in the tournament. He'll be squaring off against the 1921 Robins here at Ebbets Field. Leading off for the Robins is second baseman Paul Kilda. Batting second is the third baseman,
Jimmy Johnston.
Jimmy Johnston. Batting third is Emil Kruger, the catcher.
Ernie Kruger.
Batting fourth in left field, Zack Wheat. Batting fifth is the right fielder,
Bernie Neese.
At the first baseman, Ray Schmant, hit sixth. Hitting seventh in center field is Hy Myers. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Ivy Olson. And on the mound, hitting in the 9 slot is Clarence Mitchell. This is also Mitchell's first appearance of the tournament. And as Steven told you previously, the Padres 3-0 so far in the tournament. The victory here today will clinch at least a tie for the division. The Robins will be eliminated if they lose today, and only the 1960 Cardinals will have the chance to share the division with the Padres. So a lot at stake here for the 21 Robins, and I think we're ready to go.
All right, very good. So let's jump right into the first inning with Tony Gwynn as our leadoff hitter, playing right field and batting leadoff. And he leads off with a foul ball. How's Gwynn batting this?
Yep, Gwynn's hitting .385, as you might expect, .429 on base. He's got 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles and a triple for a .692 slugging. He's got 3 runs, 2 ribbies in the tournament, so quite a productive set so far for the Hall of Famer.
All right, there's a ground ball to the third baseman, Jimmy Johnston, who throws it over to Ray Schmant for the first out. Third to first. Bip Roberts played all over the field in 1990, but today he's playing at third base. And here's an easy fly ball to left field. 2 down. And Benito Santiago bangs out a single to right. Base hit to right.
Santiago having an amazing series so far. 4 runs, 4 ribbies in the first 3 games. Getting .462.
Wow. That brings up Jack Clark, the cleanup hitter, who lofts a fly ball to right field, but not far enough, and an easy out. So 3 down, a single for Benito Santiago, but no runs scored for the Padres.
1 hit, 1 man left.
Which brings up Pete Kilduff, the leadoff hitter for the Brooklyn Robins, at second baseman, Pete Kilduff. And he draws a walk, waits out Bruce Hurst and draws a walk, and the Robins have their first base runner. for third baseman Jimmy Johnston. Fly ball to left field, and Sean Abner makes an easy play. One down for the catcher Ernie Kruger.
First plate appearance to the tournament.
Kruger flies out to right, and Tony Gwynn can put that away. Two down for Hall of Famer, I believe, Zack Wheat.
Yep.
Ball two on Zack Wheat. Ball one and ball two very quickly from Hurst. And a ground ball short to first to end the inning.
Okay, no runs, no hits. One man left.
What are the defensive ratings for the team?
The Padres are 2 and the Robins are 3.
Super. All right, Roberto Alomar batting out of the 5-hole, playing second base, also a future Hall of Famer. Oh, goes down swinging. Strike 3. And
Strikeout for Clarence Mitchell.
Joe Carter. Ground ball back to the mound. Clarence Mitchell bobbles it, and Carter speeds down the bases and makes it safe on the error by Clarence Mitchell. E1 for Gary Templeton. Oh, Gary Templeton lines one into the gap. And it's going to roll on over, and Carter's going to race around. He's coming around to third. He's going to score. Templeton slides into second with a double. So we've got our first run on the board on an RBI double by Gary Templeton. Unearned run as the error comes back to haunt Mitchell.
Templeton's third ribby of the tournament. Carter, second run scored. First extra base hit of the game, and the surprising Padres up 1-0.
Keep up their heavy hitting ways. And Abner comes up. Ground ball to first baseman Jimmy Johnston, who just flips it over to Mitchell for the ground out. First base to pitcher. The runner does advance to third with 2 outs. For pitcher Bruce Hurst. Hurst was a particularly poor hitter this year, so not much is expected, and he lost one into center field to end the inning. But the Padres do get on the board.
Take the 1-0 lead.
All right, leading off for the Robins is right fielder Bernie Nice. And he pops it up to the third baseman. One down. Bip Roberts puts it away. For first baseman Ray Schmant.
Territory?
What's that?
Fair territory?
Yes.
Okay.
So first baseman Ray Schmant up. Oh, and he bangs out a single. And goes ahead and steals second base. So there's a runner on second for Hy Myers, center fielder. Gwynn is in right. Fly out to right field. Runner holds at second for Ivy Olson. And my shortstop is Templeton.
Correct. He's an 8.
Ground ball short to first to end the inning.
Okay.
Leaving a runner stranded and no damage, but it remains 1-0 Padres. Going to the top of the third.
Top of the order for the Padres.
What's that, top of the order?
Yep. Gwynn, Roberts, and San Diego.
Yep. And Gwynn goes down swinging. Strike 3.
Wow. It's a rarity.
And Bip Roberts goes down swinging. This is a rarity because Mitchell is an R pitcher, which means he doesn't strike out that many batters. Actually, only struck out 39 batters in 190 innings.
Wow,
and
3 in the game so far.
San Diego flies out to center field to end the inning.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. First time that's happened for the Pods.
Clarence Mitchell leads off. He's actually a pretty good hitter and put in some time at first base during 1921, including 2 games started. And there he goes, banging out a single into left center field. As Mitchell gets a leadoff hit.
Okay, the Ebbets Field crowd urging on their Robins.
Second baseman Pete Kilduff gets a hold of one and bangs it into left field. Sean Abner can't get his hands on it, stumbling around out there. Mitchell coming on around to score. Kilduff rounding second. Abner makes the throw, and Kilduff safe with a triple. RBI triple for Pete Kilduff. And the Robins have tied the game. What's that?
Pitcher scores all the way from first.
Yep. And Jimmy Johnston pops it up. Bruce Hurst gets under it, and it's a pop-up to the pitcher. One down. One down? Yep, one down. For Ernie Kruger.
First out. Big out for the Padres. One man on third, nobody out.
And Kruger flies out to right field. Kilduff starts in, but he races back to the bag, decides not to test Tony Gwynn's arm.
Okay.
Two down.
Missed opportunity here for the Robins.
Yep. Although they do have Zack Wheat still up, so it's not over yet. And line drive to third base. Bip Roberts makes the easy catch, and the Robins are down. And they did waste that opportunity of a runner on third with nobody out.
But they tie the game. A run on 2 hits. 1 man left. We're through 3. It's 1-1.
And Jack Clark leads off with a strikeout. Boy, these Padres are just looking to strike out.
Wow.
Roberto Alomar. Ground ball back to the mound. Mitchell flips it over, makes this play. Made an error earlier that cost him, but this time he makes the play. Pitcher to first. And Joe Carter. Joe Carter bangs out a single to left center field. And a 2-out base runner for the Padres. For Gary Templeton. There's ball 1 and ball 2. And he pops it up to the shortstop to end the inning. His counterpart, Ivy Olson, puts it away. And at the end of 3.5, it's still 1-1. And Bernie Nice, the right fielder, here to lead it off.
0-for-1, blew out, popped out to the third baseman.
And here he flies out to left field. Sean Abner makes this play. And first baseman Ray Schmant from St. Louis.
Still on the second.
From St. Louis, Missouri, goes down swinging. And Hy Myers in center field. With a single to right. Myers gets on base, and there's another 2-out base runner, this time for the Robins.
If they can capitalize where the Padres failed.
And Ivy Olson legs out an infield hit. Myers safe at second, Olson safe at first. And the good hitting pitcher, Clarence Mitchell, comes up to the plate. Let's see if he can make them
scored.
Let's see if he can make them pay again. Not looking like it's going to happen as Tony Gwynn camps under the easy, lazy fly ball and puts it away with a fly out to right field. Four innings done. Both teams have 1 run. What are the hits and left on base situation?
So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Pods. 3 men left. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error, a costly one, with 5 men left on base in the first 4 innings for the Robins.
Well, the Robins are putting themselves in a position to win, but they're going to have to get some more runs across. All right, left fielder Sean Abner leading off here in the 5th. And he goes down swinging. How many strikeouts for Clarence Mitchell?
5th strikeout.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
And Bruce Hurst goes down swinging. Strike 3.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
And Tony Gwynn pops up to... flies out to center field.
Another 1-2-3 innings.
Yep.
Second of the game for Mitchell. Bottom of the 5th.
And the Robins have the top of their order up. For Kilduff, who tripled his last time up. Fly out to right. Tony Gwynn makes the play. Third baseman Jimmy Johnston goes down swinging.
Second strikeout for Hurst.
And Ernie Kruger pops it up to shortstop.
Okay. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings in the 5th.
How's our pitchers holding out?
Hurst is a -6. Mitchell's -14.
Mitchell has a long way to run.
He can go up. He can go far.
All right, Bip Roberts pops it up to third. Pops it up to third base. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I said Roberts is 0 for 2.
Okay, and Santiago comes up, the catcher. Flies out to left field. Zack Wheat puts it away. Jack Clark comes up. Ball 4. Another 2-out base runner.
Yep, first walk issued by Mitchell.
Wow. He does have excellent control, even though he normally doesn't strike a lot of people out, but tonight he is really on. Robbie Alomar. Ground ball, second to short for the easy out and end the inning. So 1-1 through 5.5.
Yep, both teams kind of sputtering here in the middle innings.
Left fielder, well, both pitchers seem to be on. Left fielder Zack Wheat to lead off. Pops it up to the shortstop. And Bernie Knees. Strike 3. Called third strike.
Third strikeout for Hurst.
And then Ray Schmant. Strike 1. Strike 1. And a fly ball to center field to end the inning.
6 innings in the book. 1-1 game. Carter leading off for the Pods. Been on base both times. Scored the Padres' only run when he reached on an error in the 2nd inning. Also has a single stranded in the 4th.
All right, so Joe Carter, like you said. And there you go. Deep to right field. It's gone. Joe Carter with an opposite field home run, leading off the inning. The RBI man comes through. What's that?
2-1 lead for the Padres. They take the lead in the 7th and have a good shot of clinching the division or share of the division.
Was that Carter's first home run of the tourney?
It was. First extra base hit.
And Templeton draws a walk.
Okay, Mitchell wobbling a bit here.
Sean Abner looking down at the sign. I think Sean Abner is going to try and lay down a bunt right here. I think the Padres would like to score a couple runs and spread it out. Oh, he gets it down the third base line, but Schmant throws it to Olsen covering second. They get the lead runner. 5-6. They get the lead runner. A poor attempt by Abner. That maybe was premature with Hurst coming up.
Yeah,
Hurst is terrible with the bat. He has almost no chance of getting it done.
Yeah, so you're not pinch hitting for him?
We could. What innings? Top of the 7th?
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea that you bunted there was odd.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to throw good money after bad, so I don't know if you need to pinch hit for him.
Yeah, I think so. The Padres are going to go to Phil Stevenson. That was in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Because I knew he was getting close to his limit, right?
He's -3 right now.
Okay.
With a 2-1 lead in the 7th.
All right, Phil Stevenson's going to pinch hit. With a very ill-advised bunt attempt. Stevenson pops it up to the shortstop.
So why pinch hit for him then?
What? You told me to.
No, I did not.
Well, too late. I already did it.
Okay. Popped up to the shortstop?
Yep.
Okay.
Now Tony Gwynn is up. Little dribbler back to the mound. Pitcher to first to end the inning. With some poor managerial calls there.
Yeah. It's okay. 7th inning stretch. See if it comes back to haunt the Padres. They pick up a run on the leadoff solo home run by Joe Carter.
Well, they're really going to count on their bullpen right now.
Yes, sir. They certainly are.
And it looks like they're going to bring in righty Greg Harris.
Here's the book on Hurst. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 run earned, and 3 strikeouts.
So it's the bottom of the 7th for High Myers. Who's going to lead off. And he bangs out a single over Gary Templeton's head to lead off against our new reliever, Greg Harris. So a single for High Myers.
Second hit of the game for Myers. Second single.
Brings up shortstop Ivy Olson. I was thinking about bunting. Instead, he grounds into a double play. Short to second, second to first. And the Robins have the bases empty again. Now for Clarence Mitchell.
Crazy.
And Mitchell flies out to center to end the inning. Pitcher's best friend gets Greg Harris out of his early jitters.
Yep. Top of the 8th. It's crunch time here at Ebbets Field.
And Bip Roberts grounds out to the shortstop. Short to first. Santiago comes up. And a ground ball to the shortstop. And Olson, he overthrows first base. And Santiago reaches first on an error. E6.
Wow. Second error of the game against Brooklyn.
Their gloves were smaller back then, so they're a little bit more error prone. All right.
First one cost them a run.
Let's see if it happens again. Jack Clark. Ground ball to Pete Kilduff at second, who flips it over to short to get the lead runner. But they can't complete the double play. So Clark safe at first on the fielder's choice. Second to short. They've replaced a fast runner at first with a slow runner. And now Robbie Alomar comes up. It's been pretty quiet today.
0 for 3.
And that continues as he flies out to right field.
Not much offense at all, really, in this game.
No. We had a home run and a triple were the big exciting plays.
Yeah, the Padres have only had 3 runners in scoring position. 2 of them scored.
Wow. All right, top of the order for the Robins with Pete Kilduff leading the way here in the bottom of the 8th. And he flies out to right field. And Jimmy Johnston comes up, third baseman.
0 for 3.
Grounds out to second. And Ernie Kruger. Flies out to right field. Robins are running out of outs.
13 in a row. Oh no, there's a double play in there. So the minimum. Nothing going. Nothing cooking for the Robins. 3 outs away, the Padres, from eliminating Brooklyn.
All right. Joe Carter leads off. Last time he led off with a home run.
Both pitchers are -1, by the way.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yep.
So Joe Carter grounds out to shortstop.
Okay. Templeton's been on base twice, knocked in a run with a double in the second, walked in the seventh.
Strike 3.
7 strikeouts for Clarence Mitchell.
Wow. Probably his career high.
Yeah, right.
And Sean Abner gets a single.
Okay, first hit of the game. Gives the Padres an opportunity to pinch hit here if they'd like.
I think they absolutely would like.
Harris has been good, but he's pitched 2 innings already.
Yeah, they're going to bring Freddie Lynn up to pinch hit. And he flies out to center field to end the inning.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
to the bottom of the ninth. 3 outs away.
Which means it is time for closer Craig Lefferts.
Yep.
And Lefferts' grade is
Lefferts is B4.
okay.
X Z.
He's exactly the same as Bruce Hurst.
B4 X Z.
All right. Well, only down by 1. That's not insurmountable. It is very conceivable that the Robins could come back to tie this or even win it with a walk-off. But it's going to have to come from the middle of the order here as Zack Wheat is going to lead off. Left fielder, Zack Wheat.
Wheat's 0 for 3. Lefferts has a save in this series already.
And Lefferts flies. Wheat flies out to center field. And Bernie Nyes fouls one off. And he goes down swinging. Strikeout for Craig Lefferts.
Okay, 2 up, 2 down. Last chance.
Last chance for Ray Schmant, first baseman.
1 for 3.
Base hit to left center field for Ray Schmant.
Okay.
All right, we're getting to the bottom of the order as
Yep.
Wilbert Robinson's looking down the bench to see what he's got.
Uncle Robbie.
I think he's going to stick with High Myers,
Okay.
as they're going to need a couple of hits probably to get Schmant home. Not much on extra base hits down here at the bottom of the order. Strike 3, punches him out, ends the game strongly. Craig Lefferts puts it away and earns the save. And the Padres are going to the playoffs.
Yep. They guarantee themselves at least a playoff game for the division if they should lose the next 2 and the Cardinals win the next 2. But 1 win or 1 Cardinal loss in the next 2 games, and the Padres will represent Pod 2 in the playoffs.
So Hurst pitched really well. The bullpen pitched fantastic. The hitting hero was Joe Carter with the solo shot to put the Padres ahead 2-1 in the 5th inning, 6th inning?
7th.
In the 7th.
Yep.
There you go. And the Robins were just unable to muster enough of an offensive attack to get the job done. So there you have it. The Padres win 2-1 on the strength of a Joe Carter home run. So thank you all for watching and listening, and hope you subscribe and watch future games. Thank you.